Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, September 18th, 2025. Let's take a look what do we have on the economic calendar for today. GDP in New Zealand released overnight deteriorates from 0.9% to minus 0.9%, way worse than expectations. Employment change down in Australia, full employment change down in Australia, and employment rate still at the same time in Australia, 4.2%. That was the bunch of the Asian session data. Christine Lagarde will give a speech at 9:10. Then we have interest rate decision in Norway. The market participants expect the central bank will cut the interest rate from 4.25 to 4.0%. German Buba Mauderer will give a speech at 10 o'clock. At the same time, ECB de Guindos will give a speech, and Vice President Buch will give a speech as well. At 11:45, ECB Schnabel will give a speech. Nevertheless, the major event of the London session is the Bank of England interest rate decision. And all of this situation with the vote cut, meeting minutes, will take place at 1 o'clock. The market participants expect the Bank of England to hold the interest rate at the level of 4%. Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index is scheduled for release at 2:30. This is the major event of the US session, together with the initial jobless claims. At 4 o'clock, German Buba President Joachim Nagel will give a speech, and again, German Buba Mauderer will give a speech at 6:30. Fed's balance sheet is scheduled for release at 10:30, and then at the end of the day, at 11 o'clock, we got Westpac consumer sentiment data from New Zealand. So that's about the economic calendar for Thursday. Let's take a look at charts. We start with euro-dollar. Euro-dollar 4-hour time frame chart after the Fed interest rate decision to cut the interest rate to 0.25% has reversed recent gains. It made a local high and swing high at 1.1919. So 1.1919 will be now our technical resistance level and the swing high as well. So we got this level here, and we reversed back below back towards the second half of the channel, and we're testing the last result of the for the bulls, the level of 1.1783, the swing high from the September 9th. So this is the technical support, quite strong technical support, made before the Fed interest rate decision, and made ahead of the market positioning before this decision. Obviously, market hit extremely overbought conditions. Now it is reversing lower down towards the level of 50, right now 53 points on euro-dollar. It looks like the US dollar is going to strengthen across the board. And that might be even more possible the lower we go. And its movement towards the 100 periods moving average at 1.1712 will be in favor of the US dollar as well. So reversal pattern on euro dollar ahead of the interest rate decision in the UK. The cable reversed again from the, for example, from the trend line after making a local high at 1.3725. Now again testing the 1.3586 technical support, the last support before the swing high was made. So quite important support. The current level of the momentum is neutral, 51 points. So we are waiting for the interest rate decision, and we will see how the market will react on the on this interest rate decision. There might be some sort of the surprise here. Maybe not. We will see. Remember, 1 o'clock Bank of England interest rate decision. There you go. We got the swing high on our chart. It looks like the market might want to move a little bit lower if this technical support 1.3589 is clearly violated. 100% 100 periods moving average is the next target, and then eventually 1.3484. US dollar index, then if you want to, before the US dollar index, USD Japanese yen. So we finally have a breakout out of our range. Okay, finally, yes, we have the breakout. Let me just mark this level here. The minimum is 145.50. So that's the breakout after the interest rate decision. Almost extremely oversold conditions were hit, and now the market is, moving sharply higher. As you can see, long upper shadow on this candle, big reversal candle on a 4-hour time frame chart. Now it looks like we are testing 100 period moving average located at 147.49, and we are testing the trend line, local trend line. So we are back inside of the range after the breakout. As I said, this market has been waiting for the fundamental trigger to get out of the range, up or down. It happens, but it looks like the market doesn't actually want to follow this breakout to the downside. It looks like if we break above 100 period moving average, above the technical levels, like a trend line, like a technical resistance, we might see test of the supply zone and maybe even a breakout. And that's because US dollar index is again moving higher. So we got this. Let me switch to daily. We got this technical support. Yeah, this is the support from July 1st. So this is the one that we've been looking at. We tested it, made a new low, 96.19, and then big reversal to the upside is happening here. So we got again long shadow to the downside. Lower shadow is of this candle is very much visible. 96.19, close away from the extreme lows, and we are back towards the first level to test, technical resistance at 97.23. Right now this market is being tested. RSI 49 points. So again, this RSI is almost neutral. Euro dollar neutral, British pound neutral, US dollar Japanese yen neutral, RSI. So you can see that everything is looking quite interesting, as well as the pairs. So the RSI, the momentum, and the pairs are looking very interesting. Reversals on the pairs, momentum neutral. What could go wrong in this situation? Maybe gold, because the gold made a test of the recent high. Marginal new high was made, but that's not really important. $3,707. So this is our roof right now. This is technical resistance. Let me just mark it here, the marginal, because it was 3,702, $5 higher. So all right, it's a swing high. Nevertheless, is it really that big? I don't think so. Only $5 marginal movement to the upside. 3,612 is the level we should be looking at, because we got obviously the bearish divergence between price and the momentum indicator. Now it's being resolved. 41 points on the gold. So first negative, clearly negative momentum. So gold is being sold, dollar is being bought, at least in the short term after the interest rate decision. 3,612 is the level we should pay attention at, because we might see a test of this level and even breakout. Then the next target is 3,565. So reversal on gold. It's clear that the US dollar is gaining strength across the board. Now even Bitcoin is trying to rally, is trying to break above this famous supply zone as predicted. So the fundamental trigger was quite good enough for the markets to make 117,937 local high and the new swing high, because this one is violated, for example. But that's just a marginal breakout. Okay, there you go. This is the level here. But there is no continuation to the upside right now. If there is continuation to the upside, we have a breakout on Bitcoin. Otherwise, we might see again downside movement. So the Bitcoin will be sold, dollar will be bought in that scenario. For now, bulls are winning. They've made a local high again. So we have the series of the local higher highs and local higher lows as the correction to the upside extends on the Bitcoin as well. Remember, Bank of England interest rate decision 1 o'clock p.m. Today. Expectations is to hold the interest rate at the level of 4%. So all eyes on the British pound today. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.